Don't forget. Okay. So today we are going to be doing the same exact thing, except
making it harder.
no. So I don't know how to talk about this. So we know the equation of the line is y equals mx plus b. Yes.
Yeah.
That's one way to write the equation of the line. There's actually three ways. Okay. We're going to talk about one other way today. We are not going to talk about the third way. There's standard form. There's point slope, and there is slope intercept. I'm sorry. Y equals mx plus b is slope intercept, right? You have mx plus b, slope, and y intercept, right? Today we're going to talk about point slope. Some of you are going to be like, wow, this is so much easier. I want to use this. Some of you are going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I understand y equals mx plus b. Perfect. Use that. Okay? So if yesterday made complete and utter sense to you, and you are good to go, and I start confusing you today, turn me off and just do y equals mx plus b. Okay? If you like y equals mx plus b and you start listening to me today, you're like, oh, okay, I get this. This makes sense. Sure, stick with us. Okay, is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to do the same exact thing as we did yesterday. Just we're going to give our answer in point slope form, not slope intercept. That's all. Okay? Alright. So, I have no idea. It's one of those days where we're going to like flip through these pages again.
Oh, really?
Yes, Isaac, and you get off of your beach game that you're playing here.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got you. Okay. So the top part, you will not find the top part because we already filled this out. We already talked about slope intercept form. What's the equation of a line? Y equals mx plus b, right? We've talked about this. Right, we already filled this out. This is stuff you're used to, yes? M stands for the slope. B stands for the y-intercept, right? This is not anywhere. We already filled this part out on a previous page, right? Point slope, we're going to start on page 25 today. Okay? So do you agree slope intercept, y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept? Yeah? Okay. Today we are going to talk about point slope form. Okay? We're probably going to have a point and a slope, right? Point slope form. So, I believe your paper says, when given a point, x, y, yes, through which, kind of spelled that correctly, the line passes, and the slope of the line m, we can write the equation in point slope form. Ready? Y minus y1. Yes, I'm going to use subscripts. Subscripts are those little numbers. I'll explain. Yep. Equals m x minus x1. Yeah, just relax. Yep. Most of the time, in the first 5 minutes, you guys look at me like I'm speaking a different language. I know.
People do this one too.
You can. I think you're gonna see this one's 10 times easier. So, I'm given m. What do you think m is? Right. M is going to stay the same. M is going to be our slope. Okay? It's going to stay the same. M is slope. It was the slope in y equals mx plus b. It stays the slope in point slope. So, if I'm given the slope and I'm given a point, notice it says x1 and y1, yes? So when I talk about this, and I talk about this comes from the given point. That's where those numbers come from. Okay? All right. I believe we're going to start practicing.
It says slope intercept.
Right. Write the linear equation in slope intercept form. We're not going to write them in slope intercept form. We're going to write them in point slope form. Okay? So, Miss Finke, you just wrote that point slope form as y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Right? Okay. Did they tell you what the slope is? 2. So m becomes? Perfect. So far, I know that, right? Now, I also said to you, y1 and y2. What do these become? Right, that given coordinate. Yes? So what's your y value?
1.
So this literally becomes y minus 1. Equals, what do you think this is going to become?
4
X minus 4. Done. This little subscript, it's just, if I wrote y minus y, right, you wouldn't know, do you agree your y value is 1? So if I write y minus y, how do you remember where the 1 goes? Does the 1 go here or does the 1 go here? It has to go there, so I put the subscript of y1. Okay? That's it. You're done. No.
I'm speeding ahead.
That's it.
What? Well, but the one next to the x. Yeah, see the little tiny one next to the x. What's about it?
My x value is 4, right?
Yeah.
We took 4 and subbed them in. That's it.
All I have to do?
That's it.
Alright. I'm not going to complicate it. I'm only kidding.
Now, how many of you are looking at that like, right, it's not done, I don't like it, I don't get, because it's not in y equals mx plus b form, right? That's what you don't like about it. Technically, could we do some algebra here? Right? Couldn't I distribute and say y minus 1 is 2x minus 8?
Yeah.
Add 1, y equals 2x minus 7. That probably might look a little bit better, right? But guess what? This and that are the same exact lines. Same exact lines. Point slope, slope intercept. You decide what's easier.
Page number 2.
Oh, yeah. I just want to show you guys. Like, to me, I never really was taught point slope. I never really did it. I never really practiced it. But it's, like, so easy. Like, it's, I don't know why, you know. But I get it because we're so accustomed to y equals mx plus b. All right, let's look at number 2. Again, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1.
5 minus 4.
Y minus 4.
Right. Y minus 4 equals 1 half
X minus 2.
done.
Oh, because I want to make sure I was doing it right.
Done. Good. Do the next one.
That's not why she's going to complicate it.
No, that's the nice thing. Go. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see this one.
I did it.
I'm intrigued to see this one. This next one. You simplify that as well?
Oh, you want me to?
So,
Okay.
yeah, no, so maybe you don't, yeah, kind of. So, y minus 0 equals 2/3 x minus negative 6. That might be what some of you have written down.
Yep. Yeah.
Right, I just want to clean this up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of silly, right? Is it wrong? No, right? So you could write y minus 0 if you want. Right, the big thing I want you to see is what happens when I have a minus and negative.
Yeah.
Right. That's all. That's it.
Oh, okay. We're only doing for 10 bucks.
We're not at 5, we're only doing 4.
Don't speed ahead.
Again, if I am not making sense to you, go back to y equals mx plus b. If you get this, stick with me. Y plus 1
Yep, equals.
equals negative 3/4 x plus 8.
Yep.
Not too bad? All right. number 9.
What, 5 and 6?
You can handle 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can handle all that. I know you can. You don't need to keep practicing, alright? Go to number 9. Look like you're doing now?
Yeah.
Look like what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Write the equation to the line that's parallel to y equals 2x plus 4 and passes through the point -4 and -1. Right? What did we highlight yesterday? Parallel, the equation, and the point. Perfect. Yesterday we talked about, what do you know about parallel lines? Same slope. Perfect. Then we looked at our equation. Is that equation in the correct form? Is it in y equals mx plus b form? Can you tell me what the slope is? 2. So what would a line parallel have a slope of?
2.
So yesterday we went to this, right? That's what we did yesterday. Then we subbed -4 in for x, right? We subbed -1 in for y. Solved it. Got b, right? With point slope, I don't have to do that anymore. What is the slope of the line that we want for our new line? 2. And they gave me a point. So can I just write y plus 1 equals 2 x plus 4? Done.
That's it?
I don't got to go figure out what b is because I'm not writing it in slope intercept form. I'm writing it in point slope form. So, right, before you all yell at me for not teaching it, you both right yesterday versus, let's face it, y equals mx plus b is hammered in 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade, right? It's what you're comfortable with. So I wanted to make sure I showed it to you. Yes? I also wanted to make sure I showed you point slope form. Guess what the regions will have? I don't know either. They can go, right, they will go both ways. So I need you to understand both ways. Okay? Those of you who like y equals mx plus b, if it's written like this, you're just going to have to distribute and solve it and get it to be y equals mx plus b. Right? Alright. Let's look at 10. Write the equation line that's parallel to x minus 3y equals 9 passes through the point 3, -1. Got my highlighter out. What are we highlighting? Parallel, equation, point. What do we know about parallel lines? Same slope. Perfect. They're not equal.
My bad.
Do you know the slope of the line they gave me?
No.
All right. Let's do this. I'm just going to write 1x. What do we got to do to get y by itself? Subtract 1x. What do we have on the left side?
3y.
What?
Negative 3y.
-3y. What are we going to do to get y by itself? Divide by -3. To get y equals 1/3, I heard. X minus 3. Why is it -3? +9 divided by a -3, yes? All right. Do you know the slope of this line? 1/3. What's the slope of a parallel line? Do you now have your parallel slope? Do you have your point? Did you write your answer in point slope form? Those of you who want to go get B, go get B. It's fine.
See, I'm confusing under the first part. The second part, I got
What do you mean the first part?
yeah.
Oh, the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade stuff?
Yeah.
Getting it to be y equals? Okay, that's what, yes. That's what we've got to just keep practicing.
Oh, yeah, great.
What I'm going to tell you is the same thing I tell my algebra kids. Drop your line, circle your y. You circle that because that's what has to stay. Anything else on that side has to move. 1x, how do I move it? Subtract it. -3, how do I move it? Divide it. Why divide it? Because it's being multiplied. You guys try 11? Yes. Stop. Getting my highlighter out. I'm assuming we're going to highlight parallel the equation and the point. Go. Why? Because we're struggling to get this to be y equals? Good. Let's do it together. I know, Travis. I know. So extra.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Draw up your line.
Yep.
Circle the y. You circle that because you want to keep it there.
Yep.
Everything else has to move. Who's going to move first? Perfect. How do you get it to be 0? You have 6x. How do you make it 0? Do you
All right.
agree that will give you 0? Whatever you do to one side, do the other. I got to be equal. What do we have left over here? Okay. Are they like terms?
No.
No. So we're just going to write negative 6x minus 10.
Oh,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter
Then
what
you
order it's
divide
in?
by.
Well, I like to do mx plus b.
Yeah.
So that's why I write mx plus b. This is a 10, so just pretend that that is a 10. Right, now we gotta get y by itself. So divide this guy by 5, this guy by 5, this guy by 5. You gotta be equal. Everyone has to be equal. Negative 6 divided by 5 become a nice number or simplified out.
Negative 6.
Right, nope, so just leave it. Pretty sure that becomes 2?
Negative 2.
Yeah. Do you know the slope of this line? Negative 6 over 5. Do you know the slope of a line parallel to it? Okay, do you know now your new slope and your point? Good. Write your equation and point, slope, point. I just need you to, it's like, if you see a multiple choice question, your answers might be in point slope form. It might be in slope intercept form. Like, you just have to be prepared to see either one. If this is an extended response problem, so this is one where you write your answer, both answers should be accepted. Okay, we good? 9 minus 9 equals negative 6/5 x plus 10? Okay, good. Move on to the next one. Where's perpendicular lines? Where are they? What page?
It's the same page on the bottom.
Perfect. Number 12. Write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to y equals 3/4 x minus 1 passing through the point 3, negative 3. What am I highlighting? Perpendicular. The equation. Point. All right, what do we know about perpendicular lines? Negative reciprocal. Great. Change the sign and flip the fraction. Perfect. Do you know the slope of the line I gave you? Oh, perfect. This slope is 3 over 4, correct? What would a perpendicular slope have?
Negative 43.
Okay, do you know your new slope? Do you know your point? Can you write your answer? Go.
Oh, it's just.
Y plus 3 equals negative 4/3. X minus 3? All right, let's try the next one. Try the next one. Please. Oh, nice. This one. Why don't you get that? Why solving is y? Okay, so good, right. You don't like them because there's no numbers there? Yes, they're ones. Do you agree your slope is -1? So what would a perpendicular slope be? +1. So y minus 3 equals 1 times x, JK, minus 7. Do we need to do the other one, or do we feel good? How many of us like y equals mx plus b better?
Wait, is this?
No, this is not y equals mx plus b. How many of us like this better? But no matter what you picked, you're good going both ways. Because I need you to be okay with both ways. All right. Listen, there's a lot up there. Pages N and O. Can you turn to pages N and O, please? See them? Perfect. Go. I need you to do numbers 1 through 11 odd. What's that mean? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So do I want you to do 11 problems? No, only 6. Right? Now, what do I say up there? Answers can be in y equals mx plus b form or point slope form. Right. You pick. I think I wrote my answers in both, so I had to do double the work. You've got 8 minutes, and my assumption is you probably could get maybe the first 2 or 3 done. Okay?